So you're about to build your own website. You've watched a ton of YouTube videos about what's the best software to use and how to build a website. But then now you're stuck because you realize you don't know what exactly you're supposed to write on your website, what layout you're meant to use to lay out the website and structure it, and thirdly, how to actually create a website that converts website visitors into actual buying customers. In this video, I'm going to show you how to come up with the perfect homepage copy and structure so that you know exactly what you need to say on your website, what different segments and structure you need to have on your website, and how to actually make a website that gets website visitors to become paying customers. Now, this is the exact homepage structure that I've used over the past 10 years for multiple different clients that has been tested and proven to get great results. It's not something that I just recommend to my clients only, but based on industry standards. Using what I'll teach you in this video, you'll be able to get one of the highest converting formats that there is out there for building your website homepage. Okay, so for the purpose of just demonstrating, I'm going to be using Creator HQ, which is the #1 tool I use and recommend for actually building websites. This allows you to build websites without having to code. But if I just come here and click on the different templates, you can choose from multiple different templates from different industries and niches that basically have the outline of how a high converting website should. But so that we can work with a blank template, I'll click here, it says StoryBrand, and click on view so that you can just see what the website will look like. As you can see, this is a guided outline of what your website should actually include. So now let's go through it from the top. This top section right here is what's known as the heroes section. And it's the first thing that people see when they come to your website. And now studies reveal that people spend anywhere between 5 seconds and 20 seconds on a website before they decide whether that website has got what they need or whether they should just exit it and go on to the next website. So in other words, you need to utilize your hero section so that within 5 seconds of someone visiting your website, it becomes very clear to them what exactly you do, how exactly it's going to benefit them, and what exactly they need to do to get that thing that you're selling. So that is actually outlined in your main headline that's over here. Then secondly, your subheading, and then your call to action button, which tells them what to do next. So you need to make sure that you actually have got a results focused headline that specifically states what exactly you sell. For example, if you are a real estate coach, someone who's looking for a dentist or a doctor should not be spending time on your website because your website clearly tells them that this is for real estate. And then your subheading will talk about how exactly it's going to benefit them. And then the call to action is going to give them the instruction that they need to do to get access to what you are selling. To give you an example of actual websites that implement this exact same method, as you can see on this website, when I come to this website, the first thing that I'm greeted with is, do you need a powerful text reduction strategy? So it becomes very clear to me that this website is about taxes, tax reduction, and services in that line. Then when I read here on the subheading, it says providing real estate investors and established business owners with business tax guidance. So in other words, it's so clear and straight to the point, letting me know that if I'm a real estate agent, this lady right here, and that's the business owner, she definitely can help me. And then they go on to mention based in Glendale, Arizona, and serving clients nationwide. And then there's a call to action button that when you click on that button, it tells you what to do. Get in touch, and then it takes you to a page where you can actually schedule a call with her. Here's another example again, and as you can see, the main heading is get more users, and then I help accounting startups get more users without high pressure sales and techniques. Let's talk. When you click on that button, it takes you to another page again where you can book a call. Hey, quickly, just to let you know, you're probably watching this because you want to build your own website for your coaching business or your own service business. Now, of course, you can watch videos like this that will teach you everything that you need to know step by step. But a quicker option is to get myself and my team to actually build your website for you. I know what works and what can get you the best results. There's going to be a link in the description of this video that you can click on to book a free consultation with me. I'd love to talk to you about your business and what exactly you need in a website that can help you to achieve your business goals and to help you to get the best results you can. Because I'm sure you're not trying to just make a beautiful looking website, but you also want to create a website that's a client getting machine. So book a free call with me. We'll talk about your website needs. And then if we are a good fit, I'll give you my best recommendations and then we can take it from there. Another thing that's very important is this place here where there's the image placeholder. You need to make sure that you're using an image that represents either you, if you are running a personal brand, or if you're a service-based business, you want to use an image that represents the type of customers that you're trying to reach out to. For example, here's a template of what a gym website should actually look like. You see the image here is a picture of a very slim looking lady. She's in her yoga clothing. And basically the picture is showing whoever visits this website that this is the type of bot that you can actually develop for yourself. So try and use images that represent the outcome that people who visit your website or become your customers will actually get. And then the next section that you need to have is this one here, which we call the success section, where you just briefly tell people what they can expect. For example, we implemented this on one of our clients and built for him a very high converting website. He's actually an actor and he's helping other people to get into the acting industry. And as you can see here in brief, he mentions what you can get in confidence to land auditions, get roles, launch the career of your dreams. So this also helps to complement like your main heading and your subheading so that people are clear on who you serve, what you help them to do, and then the outcomes that they can actually expect to get by working with you. And then the next section is what's called the problem solution section. This is basically a section where you call out the problem that your customers are struggling with, and then you list out all the challenges that they're facing. And I normally like to do that in bullet form, as you can see right here. This page is super important because it helps your potential customer to become clear that definitely you are the type of person that can help. To show you this in action, on this client's website, we built this section that calls out and says, do you feel stuck in your acting career? You've got the talent, passion, and ambition, but making your big break in the acting industry feels impossible. You attend auditions and workshops and follow your every piece of advice you can find, but you're still waiting for your breakthrough moment. You're frustrated, feel lost, and uncertain about the next step. So in other words, what you are simply doing is that you are calling out their pain point, the things that they are struggling with. And as a bonus tip, if you're able to communicate on your website that you understand the problems and challenges your potential customers are facing, they are most likely, the chances are higher that they'll actually become one of your clients because you show them clearly that you understand what they're going through. And then in this case, we then put 2 call to actions right here. Firstly, because it's offering different courses, there's this first one, but then also for people to be able to book calls directly with him and work with him. In the section that falls immediately under that is what we call the benefits section. This is where you talk about the benefits of actually working with you. So as you can see here, it says value proposition. We're just going to basically call out and say that if you want to work with us, these are the results that you can expect. And then you can put an image here that represents the benefit that they'll get. And then you list out the benefit here. And you try and make sure that you list this out in as few words as possible. And remember what I said when I started out, that people spend between 5 to 20 seconds on a website. By you writing shorter sentences and getting straight to the point, you can get them to become clear that you are the one that can actually help, as people don't have time to spend a lot of time reading through a lot of text. Now, here's an example of the benefits section in implementation. You can see for this client, we just called out and say, here's how we can help you to succeed. Then we've got all these images that represent what we are talking about. But basically, it's a clear roadmap, professional guidance, exclusive resources, personalized coaching, and online flexibility. Now, of course, the format is up to you, but the idea is just to make it simple, easy to understand, once again, leading to more calls to actions that the client can choose that, okay, this is what I want. And then potentially they can become your customer. And then the next section after that is what we call the testimonials or the proof section. And this is basically where you can put logos of different companies that you have worked with, or actual testimonials of results that you have managed to achieve for your different current customers. Also, what you want to do is that you want to present your company as a company that demonstrates empathy and authority at the same time. For example, here in this section, this was for a website builder. You say, for example, for myself as someone who designs and builds websites, I would say something like, yes, we know building a website can be hard, which is true. Then what I would need to then go on and do is show why my customer can trust my company, not by focusing on myself, but the results that we've managed to achieve for other people. So here's another example from a website that I showed you earlier on. As you can see, they put a nice, beautiful picture of the person who actually gave the testimonial, and then they make in bold the main testimonial there. And then they go on to break it down and then mention who exactly this is, who made this testimonial. And then there's an option for you to flip through the different testimonials from different people. Here's another example of a different website. And as you can see, they put logos of the different companies that they've worked with, short testimonial, and then details about the person who made the testimonial. And then here's one more for another consulting company. This one doesn't have photos. It just has these stars here that's showing that it's a 5-star service. Then you notice that some of the testimonials are super short like this one, where some are a bit longer, which leads me to say that when you are actually putting up the testimonials, you don't have to put everything that a customer says in their testimonial, but only focus on putting the most important part that portrays your company in the best light. And also you notice that the designs of these testimonials are actually quite different. But what matters most is that you actually have got the testimonials there, and it serves as a way of showing proof that you know what you're doing. And then the next section that comes up is your plan section, where you actually demonstrate or tell people how they can work with you. For example, you just have a headline that says something like, this is how you can work with us. And then you mention the steps. Step 1 is that, babe, you're going to book a call. And then step number 2 is that we're then going to implement what we spoke about on the call. And number 3, you then start growing your business. And here's an example of that in implementation. As you can see here, they say that how to get started. Number 1, you're just going to schedule a call, and it actually tells you click below to schedule a free consultation on this button here. Number 2, you're going to send your tax returns and documents. And then number 3, you're going to meet up with our team. And yes, I am aware that maybe your business has got a whole lot more in terms of like the systems that people go through before they get the final result. You don't want to explain the complicated process. You just want to explain your complicated process in as few steps as possible. And once the customer has actually paid, you then take them through the step. But you don't have to convince them and sell them the steps right here on your website. All you need to sell them is that you can actually help them to get the result that they want. Here's another example again. We're tax consultants, schedule an introductory call, provide us with the documents that we need, then we optimize and file your tax reports. And you notice that all of them are just displaying their process as 3 simple steps. And then the next section is what we call your explanatory paragraph. This is a brief paragraph that introduces you as the business owner or you and your business and gets people to see who you are as a business owner or maybe you and your team. There can be an option here for people to book a call with you or to find out more about your business. For example, for this accountant right here, this is a section where she actually introduces her team. That's mainly her. And then the rest of the people here are team members. And then she puts all the details, for example, about her experience. For over 20 years, Leanne has supported the small business community and whatever more brief information that she may want to put on the website that gets people to just feel like, okay, these people are relatable. They understand my work. And if you do want to find out more about them and actually meet their team, you can just click on the button here. Here's another one. And because she's more of a personal brand, she just puts a picture of herself here. And then she just briefly introduces herself here. And once again, she's got a call to action to say, let's talk. And then people can book a call with. And the next thing that you want to have on your website is your packages and your pricing. And then here you're just basically going to be listing out the different packages that you have. And then you're going to be mentioning all the services in detail. For example, if you're a software company, you've got your starter plan, your advanced plan, you've got your pro plan. You can name it whatever you want, platinum, gold, silver, or use whatever terminology makes sense to you. And then also, depending on your process, you might want to put buttons directly for someone to buy that exact thing. For example, here it says $750. You might want to have a button here. Or if you actually need people to get on a call with you first before they actually choose one of the plans, you can then put your button here that gets them to book a call with. As you can see for this client here, what we did is that they're offering like small packages in the South African currency. So someone can actually come here and buy these first 2 products right here. But then if they want to go for their higher packages, they actually just have to click and then they go to a landing page where he briefly explains his business and what they do and the opportunity that's there to work with him. And then they actually have to click a button to apply for mentorship. And then on this section, they actually have to come here and choose a date and the time. They get asked a couple of questions and then he's able to sell to them his service on a call. Or maybe you don't want to put your packages on the website and you just want people to book a call with you. It's really up to you. It depends on what strategy you want to implement for your business. And then immediately under the pricing section, it's good for you to have a commonly asked questions section or a fact, which means frequently asked questions. Then you just simply have these different squares or rectangles that people can click on to find out more details about the most commonly asked questions that they have. And what I'd actually recommend that you do here is you look at the common objections that people normally make when they're about to buy your products and you just simply answer them here. So that in case like you want to get onto a call with them, you have already answered the questions that they have here. This is actually one of the most important sections on the website that helps your website to actually convert more website visitors into actual customers. And then the other important section that you also want to have is a lead magnet. A lead magnet is something that's of value to your customers that you give them away for free in exchange for their name and their email address. And then this allows you to actually implement email marketing. Now, I'd normally recommend that you have this maybe towards the end of your website, but then also you want to have it as an exit pop-up. An exit pop-up looks like this. Like let's say you come to a website, you're visiting a website, this thing that just suddenly just pops up and covers your screen and it's offering you something and then you need to enter your name, your email address, and even your phone number to access it. That's what you call an exit pop-up. It normally pops up on a website after a certain amount of time. For example, you can time it to about 5 seconds, 7 seconds, or simply when someone is just about to exit your website, like just coming maybe to the top here to click on exit, then it will actually just pop up. But for me right now, it's not popping up because it already popped up and you've already seen it. This is one of the ways to actually like promote your lead magnet and get more people to get into your email list. So if you want a structured way that you can actually build your website, rather than trying to learn how to code, I'd actually recommend that you try out Hater HQ. The link is also going to be in the description of this video. Choose any one of the templates that you find on the website based on your business needs. Fill in the different prompts, put your own images, your own text, and your own copy. And then that way you'll be able to build your own website. Or alternatively, like I mentioned earlier on, if you'd like me and my team to actually build your website for you, there's a link in the description also for you to book a call with us. It's going to be a free call with no obligations to buy. We'll just talk about your business, come up with a clear plan that we believe can help you get success online. And then if we're a good fit, we then can start working together. But also, if you want more tutorials and more guidelines on how you can build the perfect website, you might want to check out this video next, which will give you more guidance.